I just got done recording um, Christmas Carol, those videos, and there will be a link to the playlist here. You can play them all in order automatically, hear the whole thing from start to approximately middle at this point. And then you can keep watching as I post them day to day. I hadn't. Oh, I left the candles going, and this is my Christmassy shirt. Um, I, but I didn't get around to watching the Wishbones for today. But I wanted to make a little video, just a small one, about the only update that I've been able to find about the Animorphs movie. Um, which, it's early yet in the process. I guess it's a couple months in, but we're also dealing with the pandemic and everything. But I searched Animorphs movie news the other day and found out that K.A. Applegate, Catherine Applegate, and Michael Grant departed the project. It was announced via a tweet. I will read the tweet. Animorphs movie update. This is from Michael Grant. With great sadness, we have decided not to participate further in the Picture Start effort. We may post a full explanation on Reddit later, but for now, let's go with creative differences. If you want the general idea, see any posts, a blog post, I guess, about Rick Riordan's experience with the Percy Jackson movies. And so it is disappointing for most people. I suppose it's disappointing for me, but I'm of a couple of minds about it because it's nice to think that the people who created the thing that you love in one form will be involved in transferring it to another form, and but it's not it it doesn't have to be a tragedy if they're not. He said they may post more, and if they go into more detail, then I will analyze that and maybe talk about it on YouTube. But I think there was another tweet where he said they just weren't as involved as they thought they'd be, and if they weren't going to be very involved, they didn't want to be officially there at all. They are doing other things. They've got the Animorphs graphic novel, and always more projects. But I just wanted to cite a few examples. For instance, as far as the importance of original creators being involved in adaptations of their works. On the one hand, J.R.R. Tolkien was not involved in the creation of the Hobbits trilogy, the Hobbit trilogy. But on the other hand, J.R.R. Tolkien was not involved with the creation of the Lord of the Rings trilogy. So there's that. It can go either way. There's also J.K. Rowling, heavily involved in the first 8 Harry Potter movies. Also, J.K. Rowling, heavily involved in Fantastic Beasts: The Crimes of Grindelwald. So, there again. And then Star Wars is a kettle of so many fish that all I have to say is Star Wars, and most people watching a video about the Animorphs movie are going to get what I mean about original creators being involved. So, my thinking on it is I hope that there's not bad blood. I hope they're not already set to be all Alan Moore on the adaptation of their work. By the way, I liked those adaptations of Alan Moore's work that he doesn't like. So I hope that there's no bad blood. I hope it's just a matter of we'd rather work on other things. You've got your ideas. You're gonna do it. It'll be fine. I hope that's it. But again, when they release more details, then we'll have more details and we can discuss those. But as I believe I've said in other Animorphs videos, my hopes for an Animorphs adaptation, and many people's hopes for an Animorphs adaptation, would have been serialized, episodic, hour-long episodes for those 120-page children's books, and that would have gotten a lot. A movie is going to be different. There's not going to be a movie for the invasion, a movie for the visitor, a movie for the encounter, a movie for the message, etc. So my hope is that this will actually be freeing, that the creators will be able to step back and look at what will be inevitably a mashup of who knows how many of the early Animorphs books, which perhaps having created those books themselves and having lived with this is how the story must be told for so long, maybe they can't see that vision. I don't know. This is purely a guess, but um, but that's how that's how I'm envisioning what they're doing as far as turning the books into movies. There will be fewer movies than there are books, but each movie will probably encompass more than one book. So hopefully, what this does is it frees everybody up to do and appreciate these movies uh, as they as best they can. Not sure that that's what it is. That is just my hope. Um, and Yeah, so I'm going to leave it at that. I just wanted to weigh in on that. I hadn't made an Animorphs video in a while. There hadn't been news in a while. And I suppose no news is good news because a lot of things are being, projects are being canceled, TV shows are being canceled, things are being put on hold. And so, uh, but I, I hold out hope that when movies come back, one of them will be an amazing Animorphs adaptation. And I am still willing to be the guy who gets the coffee for the guy who gets the coffee. If that job is open, I will wear a mask. So please enjoy my Christmas Carol videos, and I will get back to doing the wishbone thing as soon as I can. Wag another tail.